All right, we're going to start with the nation. Okay, actually, all the papers have only one thing: FirstBank.
Yep.
Because they have joined our neighbor. They're now in our neighborhood. So let me just take it. The nation. The story here in the front page is FirstBank holds groundbreaking ceremony for their new state-of-the-art eco-friendly headquarters. We welcome you, FirstBank, because you're just next to us. So FirstBank, the premier bank in West Africa and leading financial inclusion service provider, today marks a significant groundbreaking milestone with the ceremony of its new green-certified iconic head office building in the Atlantic City, just downstairs from us.
Yeah.
I know where Mariam will be very interested in this building because it's very eco-friendly.
Yes, sir.
This ambitious 40-story building project, said to be the tallest building in Nigeria, will be an engineering and environmental delight due to its technologically advanced, eco-friendly and sophisticated construction, which will set a new standard for the financial sector in Africa.
Wow.
The reason why I'm taking that story, they didn't pay me to take that story, but because they are our neighbors, and we have to also acknowledge that TVC is Nico Atlantic.
We are here.
We are welcoming you. So we are your landlord.
Yes.
So welcome.
Senior
member. So welcome to our neighborhood. Any other story in the nation?
Of course. So the First Lady Senator Oluremi Tinubu has called for the reservation of special seats for women in the parliament. She urged lawmakers in the National Assembly to expeditiously pass the bill into law. The bill, sponsored by the House of Reps, Deputy Speaker Benjamin Kalu, aims to amend the 1999 Constitution to reserve special seats for women in the state and national assemblies. The bill is currently part of the constitutional amendments before the House of the Reps for consideration and passage. So Mrs. Tinubu spoke at an Art of Governance exhibition organized by the Office of the Deputy Speaker on Monday night. That happened in Abuja. Represented by the wife of the Speaker, Hajia Fatima Tajuddin Abbas, the First Lady emphasized leadership, the importance of women's leadership in shaping the country's future. She said, and I quote, "In the context of governance and inclusion, it offers a unique and compelling way to spotlight the urgent need for greater female representation in leadership and decision-making processes. The artworks being displayed today serve not only for Nigeria, where political leadership is truly inclusive and reflective of its people. The emphasis on affirmation action bill is essential to amplify the message of inclusion contained in this exhibition. Women constitute a vital part of our nation's progress." And, you know, talked about how we have not been able to represent them as much. So that's 35% seats should be reserved for women. And this is our Women International, you know, week where we're also talking about representation, how women should take up leadership positions because they see from all angles. So that everything is being balanced. The world has gone beyond just having male dominance in the political space.
And as Mrs. Awoshika said yesterday, exempting women is looking at it economically. You're exempting 50% of your possibility of revenue.
True.
And it's important for us to include women in all aspects of life.
Okay, so I have the story of the federal government set to harvest $50.8 billion investment promises, says the trade minister. They said the federal government is working to realize the $50.8 billion investment commitment by foreign partners. The commitments were made during trips made by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They said they did the numbers, and the president international trips, everything generated to $50.8 billion. They said some of them will come from deepening trade relations with 5 key countries, and another one is that the government will prioritize outsourcing of services. This will help youths earn in dollars without jetting out. Another one is that they have measures in place to revolutionize the manufacturing sector. And also, they said they're going to reduce the cost of transporting goods and services by air, land, and sea to boost production across the country. And partnership with private sector to enhance power supply. And also, they said they are going to work with the Nigerian Customs Services and Nigerian Immigration. And definitely, they said they are going to also highlighted collaboration with 50 federal agencies to improve businesses. Some of these agencies are Ministry of Agriculture, the Ministry of Arts, Culture and Tourism and Creative Economy, and then the Ministry of Communication, Innovation and Digital Economy. And she promised that she's going to make sure that all this comes true. That's the promises that he has made and all the commitments he went and made. That everything they're going to make sure that everything comes to fruition.
Okay, so I'm taking the story inside the nation, detailing the French promising support for NDLEA. So the Director of Security Defense Cooperation at the French Ministry for Europe and Foreign Affairs, Lieutenant General Regis Colcombet, has given assurance that the NDLEA would be getting support, that they would be providing support in training, they will be providing support in capacity building and logistics for the NDLEA. The statement was released by the Femi Babafemi, the press, the Director of Media and Advocacy of NDLEA, explaining the fact that due to our bilateral relationship with France, we are getting that support from them. He also promised that the agency will get logistics aid and practicable training, and the DG of NDLEA expressed delight and appreciation for that. We all know that our men are capable and willing. We just need more support to be able to, and NDLEA has done well with the resources they have. So if they get more training and logistics support, it will increase their ability to fight the drug challenge that Nigeria is facing.
Okay, moving on to Vanguard. We like how Vanguard has a double.
Yeah, we
need to commend them for that. Yeah,
they have the one for the commercial, and then they have the one for the business of the day. You know, so we like that. Hopefully, other stations, other
newspapers
can,
would learn.
Copy. So Vanguard, Rivers crisis, leaders INC talk tough. Nigeria deepens trade investment with 5 countries, says Oduwole. Insecurity will subject Okote boxes to forensic analysis, says Soludo. Lagos Assembly, no plan to compel Obasa to resign, says Lagos APC. 16 burned to death as gas cylinder exposes in vehicle. Khan opposes call for Akpabio's resignation. National Assembly positioning Nigeria for $1 trillion economy by 2030, says Senate. Power generation hits 5,713 megawatts. And oil price declined to $73.5 per barrel, threatens budget of 2025 revenue target. Okay, let me take the issue that's happening in Anambra. So, following the clampdown of all the native doctors across Anambra, the governor, this is a serious matter, Governor Soludo of Anambra has said that experts will subject all confiscated native doctors' boxes to forensic analysis, stressing that the owners should have themselves to blame if they see any traces of blood in them. The governor spoke during describing it in Oka, unfortunate decision whereby thousands of youths are languishing in jail because of these native doctors. So what happens is that these native doctors promise them charms to be able to carry hard drugs across the borders without being caught. And many of them are caught. Now, some of them who are successful come back for more and they get charms for Yahoo. If Yahoo doesn't work, they're now going to the bushes to start doing kidnapping. So the governor has said that they've confiscated quite a bit of these boxes. Yeah. And he said that if they trace them and they see that there's human blood in them, they're going to be in hotter soup. So right now he's saying that the many Oketi are now in our custody, and the only thing that can save them is if there's no human blood. Since the government clamped on the native doctors, many of them have run away from the state, and those who are preparing for those they prepared the boxes for are worried that the boxes might become impotent if the native doctors are not coming back to ensure that to renew it for them. So they are very, very worried in prison.
Ew.
Their number one issue in prison right now is that the native doctors
are renewal of the box.
And the renewal of the box because they need it.
Interesting.
That's their concern.
People, the level of deception that is going on right now. Let me take the story of Lagos State. I like the fact that you took the story in such detailed terms. It can serve as awareness for other people, because when you think the thing worked, it might not necessarily have worked. Should I take the story of APC, the Lagos State government? So the Lagos State House of Assembly yesterday witnessed the resignation of Miranda, who was they said the shortest serving speaker in the State Assembly. Wow. And the former speaker was back on the position. And the newspaper is just carrying the fact that the GAC, led by the chairman, Patajuddin Olusi, the APC chairman, Pastor Cornelius, Lagos State Chairman Cornelius Ojelabi, and the Attorney General of the and Commissioner for Justice of Lagos State, Mr. Lawal Pedro San, and other leaders of the party met with the opposition to anti-Obasa lawmakers to resolve the crisis. In that agreement, what came out was that Miranda would resign, the speaker would return, and in 48 hours, the speaker will step down, resign, and hand over to another person from Lagos West. Male or female, from Lagos West. However, the information that came out was from the APC spokesperson in Lagos, Seyi Oladejo, in a chat with Vanguard, said that that wasn't in the agreement. The agreement did not carry that the speaker would resign, that it wasn't in the agreement, and that what is only aware of the moment is that the speaker has agreed to withdraw the lawsuit and make progress in the House and the party generally. So that's all we have for now. We wait to see how it plays out.
Let's go on a very short break. When we come back, we continue with our review. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.